Veterans, our nation's heroes, often carry unseen wounds of war. Breacher's syndrome and TBIs is not always an immediate or short-term condition. Symptoms can emerge or worsen years or even decades later due to ongoing neurodegenerative processes. Many of our military professionals and veterans who sustain TBIs, especially repetitive mild TBIs, as seen with breachers and blast-related trauma experience, delayed cognitive decline, mood disorders, Parkinsonian features, or dementia syndromes, such as CTE Breacher's syndrome, is associated with repeated exposure to blast wave from explosive breaching, heavy weapons fire, and other high-impact detonations. The primary mechanism of injury is blast overpressure, which can cause microscopic and cumulative damage to the brain, leading to symptoms similar to traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, but with a different pathophysiology. This Robin's Nest Neuro Alliance video aims to shed front-sight focus on this important topic, empowering veterans, caregivers, and their loved ones with knowledge and hope. What is breaching? Breaching is a common practice in modern warfare and tactical law enforcement that involves the use of explosives to gain entry into buildings or other structures. While a necessary tactic, breaching exposes military and tactical law enforcement personnel to repetitive, significant blast pressure. This repeated exposure can have lasting consequences for their health and well-being throughout their lifespan. Symptoms of delayed onset involves is linked chronic neuroinflammation, axonal degeneration, protein accumulation, and neurotransmitter imbalances. Physicians recognizing Breacher's syndrome is crucial for ensuring veterans in particular receive the care and support they deserve throughout their life. By understanding the symptoms, causes, and potential treatments, we as a society can better serve those who have served us so bravely. Let us delve into the world of Breacher's syndrome and embark on a journey of understanding and support. We owe it to our veterans to address this hidden enemy and provide them with the resources they need to heal and thrive. Breacher's syndrome presents with a constellation of symptoms that can significantly impact a veteran's life. These symptoms often mimic other conditions like post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injury, making diagnosis challenging. Veterans with Breacher's syndrome may experience persistent headaches, dizziness, and memory problems. They may also struggle with emotional regulation, memory problems, experiencing irritability or emotional instability, anxiety, executive dysfunction, and even aggression. It's also common that the veteran will experience motor symptoms years later, highlighting the long-term and evolving nature of brain injuries. Sleep disturbances are also common, leaving veterans feeling exhausted and depleted. These debilitating symptoms can make it difficult for veterans to maintain employment, engage in fulfilling relationships, and enjoy a good quality of life. It is imperative that we raise awareness about these struggles and provide veterans with the support they need to navigate the challenges of Breacher's syndrome. The recognition of Breacher's syndrome as a distinct condition is relatively recent. Medical professionals began observing a pattern of similar symptoms in veterans who had participated in breaching activities. These veterans often reported a history of multiple blast exposures, leading researchers to investigate the potential link between breaching and long-term health effects. Preliminary research suggests that repeated exposure to blast pressure can cause structural and functional changes in the brain. These changes may disrupt normal brain activity, leading to the cognitive, emotional, and physical symptoms characteristic of Breacher's syndrome. While more research is needed to fully understand the mechanisms underlying this condition, these early findings provide a valuable starting point. By investing in research, we can gain a deeper understanding of Breacher's syndrome and develop effective treatments to help veterans reclaim their lives. Section 4. Understanding the impact Breacher's syndrome, CTE, and the veteran brain. The effects of Breacher's syndrome share similarities with other conditions that affect brain health, such as chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE. CTE is a neurodegenerative disease found in individuals with a history of repetitive head impacts, commonly seen in athletes involved in contact sports. The diagnosis can only be made post-mortem, so we refer to the alive version of CTE as either traumatic encephalopathy syndrome, TS, and/or post-traumatic neurodegenerative disorder, PTND. Both Breacher's syndrome and TSCTE highlight the vulnerability of the brain to repeated trauma. While the exact mechanisms may differ in etiology, both conditions underscore the importance of protecting military personnel from excessive blast exposure. Understanding the long-term consequences of blast exposure is paramount to developing effective prevention strategies and treatment options for our veterans. Section 5. Protecting our protectors, initiatives for a safer future. Recognizing the potential risks associated with breaching activities, various initiatives are underway to protect military personnel. These efforts focus on minimizing blast exposure, improving protective equipment, and developing early detection methods for Breacher's syndrome. The military is actively exploring alternative breaching techniques that reduce the risk of blast exposure to personnel. Advancements in protective gear, such as helmets with enhanced blast protection, are also being pursued. Additionally, research is ongoing to develop biomarkers that can identify individuals at risk for developing Breacher's syndrome. By prioritizing the health and safety of our military personnel, we demonstrate our unwavering commitment to those who risk their lives to protect our freedoms. Section 6. Conclusion. Advancing awareness and research for a brighter future. Breacher's syndrome is a serious condition that demands our attention and action. By raising awareness, supporting research, and advocating for our veterans, we can make a tangible difference in the lives of those who have sacrificed so much for our nation. Let us honor the service and sacrifice of our veterans by working together to ensure they receive the care, support, and recognition they deserve. The journey towards understanding and addressing Breacher's syndrome is ongoing, and it is a journey we must undertake together as a nation and a healthcare delivery system. Through continued research, increased awareness, and unwavering support, we can pave the way for a brighter future for our veterans, ensuring they receive the recognition, care, and treatment they deserve. Let us stand united in our commitment to those who have served us so valiantly. Leave no one behind. This concludes our first episode of our Breacher's syndrome series. We look forward to you joining us next time.